It's day 8. Gaza still burns into the second week of the war. Israeli Navy ships and fighter jets continuing to pound scores of suspected targets across the Strip, including the homes of Hamas leaders. Jamal Zakaria, a field commander in the Hamas armored wing, died of his wounds after an overnight Israeli raid. This is the second leading Hamas figure to die in the Israeli offensive. Nizar Rayyan, his wives and 10 children were killed in their home on Thursday. More than a quarter of those killed in Gaza are civilians. With Israel vowing to continue its war until the head of Hamas is decapitated, as it says, Gaza is bracing for more scenes of death. Preparation for such a prospect is obvious on the Israeli side of the border. Ground troops and heavy gear amassed and on alert for several days now. A ground offensive remains an option. Hamas political leader Khalid Mish'al promised defeat to Israel if it invades Gaza.
We are aware of our capabilities. We are also aware that we do not have geographical depth. Our military capabilities are limited and mediocre. But our resolve is steel. Our belief is unshaken, and we are ready for the challenge. It is a war of necessity, not a war of a choice.
Hamas continues to launch rockets into southern Israel. And with calls by the UN for an end to the war unheeded, Arabs seem unable to either support Gaza or push the divided Palestinians to unite. The latest effort to make a move to end the offensive is the organization of the Islamic Conference meeting in Saudi Arabia on Saturday.
We call on the U.S. administration, namely the U.S. President-elect Barack Obama, to pay the utmost attention to the possible repercussions of the ongoing Israeli war and its implications on the future of peace efforts in the Middle East, and establishing lasting peace between the Israelis and the Palestinians, and to pay the utmost attention to the war's consequences on the new administration's efforts to enhance the image of the United States within the Muslim world.
Malaysia has called for a peacekeeping force in Gaza, but for the people of the Palestinian territory, a truce is perhaps a much more urgent need at the time. Mohammed Val, Al Jazeera.